cosmic rays just revealed a hidden structure inside the Great Pyramid that no textbook has ever documented. In 2025, the ScanPyramids project aimed subatomic particles through 4,500 years of limestone, and the data came back wrong, not broken, not corrupted, wrong. Because the interior of Khufu's pyramid does not match what Egyptology has claimed for over a century. There are voids where there should be solid stone, corridors where maps show nothing, and thermal anomalies on the surface that no one can explain. The academic world is now split down the middle, and what comes next could rewrite the oldest wonder on Earth. To understand why the 2025 scans matter, you need to understand the technology that made them possible, and why it took this long. Muon tomography works by capturing cosmic ray particles called muons, subatomic particles generated when cosmic radiation strikes Earth's atmosphere. Muons rain down on us constantly, millions per square meter per day. They pass through solid matter, but they slow down and scatter differently depending on the density of what they hit. Place sensitive detectors inside or around a massive stone structure, wait long enough, and you can build a density map of its interior without drilling a single hole. The ScanPyramids project, a collaboration between Egyptian authorities, Japanese nuclear physicists, and French engineers, deployed this technology starting in 2015. By 2017, they had detected something extraordinary above the Grand Gallery inside the Great Pyramid, a massive void, roughly 100 feet long, sitting in a space where every existing diagram showed nothing but solid limestone. The discovery was published in Nature, one of the most prestigious scientific journals on the planet. Then in 2023, the project confirmed another find. A previously unknown corridor near the north face entrance of the pyramid, approximately 30 feet long, tucked behind the original chevron blocks. But the 2025 phase pushed further. Researchers didn't just use muon detectors. They combined thermal imaging, scanning the pyramid's surface for heat anomalies that would indicate hidden air pockets behind the stone, with ground-penetrating radar capable of mapping subsurface structures beneath the plateau itself. And the radar results were staggering. New subsurface anomalies were detected beneath the Giza Plateau, potential structures and voids that have never been excavated, never been documented, and never been explained by any existing theory of pyramid construction or burial practice. Meanwhile, independent satellite-based synthetic aperture radar (SAR) scans of the Khafre pyramid produced their own confirmation. 4 separate satellites independently verified a massive structural anomaly at Khafre. That's not one instrument glitching. That's multi-source, multi-platform scientific corroboration pointing to something genuinely unknown inside these ancient structures. The textbook cross-section of the Great Pyramid, the King's Chamber, the Queen's Chamber, the Grand Gallery, the Subterranean Chamber, has been treated as settled science for decades. These scans suggest it is incomplete. Here's where the story turns uncomfortable. The biggest obstacle to understanding what these scans have found is not the stone, it's not the technology, it's the politics. For decades, Egyptology has operated under a tightly controlled institutional structure. Access to the Giza Plateau, permission to scan, permission to publish, all of it flows through official channels. And not everyone in those channels welcomes what the scanners are revealing. When the Big Void was announced in 2017, the reaction from some traditional Egyptologists was not celebration, it was skepticism bordering on hostility. Critics argued the void might just be a construction gap, loose rubble between stones, not a deliberate chamber. They questioned the resolution of the muon data. They questioned whether physicists should be making archaeological claims at all. Some of that skepticism was legitimate scientific caution, but some of it looked like institutional gatekeeping, a field protecting its turf against outsiders with particle detectors and satellite arrays. The debate has real consequences, because without official approval for the next phase of investigation, potentially including microrobotics or targeted endoscopy to visually confirm what the scans detect, the data just sits there, anomalies on a screen, voids without names. Meanwhile, architect Jean-Pierre Houdin's internal ramp hypothesis, the theory that the Great Pyramid was built using a spiraling internal ramp rather than an external one, has gained new momentum from the scan data. Thermal anomalies detected on the pyramid's surface align precisely with where Houdin predicted internal ramp passages would exist. If he's right, the construction method of the Great Pyramid has been fundamentally misunderstood for centuries, and yet approval to test this hypothesis directly, to scan the specific zones Houdin identified, has been caught in bureaucratic limbo. The technology exists, the data supports further investigation, but the institutional will to pursue it remains fractured. The irony is brutal. For millennia, explorers damaged the pyramids trying to find their secrets, blasting tunnels, prying open chambers, carving through limestone. Now, for the first time in history, we can look inside without touching a single block. And the system designed to protect these monuments is also the system slowing down the science. So what does this actually mean? If the Big Void is a deliberate chamber, not random rubble, it could be the most significant undiscovered space inside the Great Pyramid. Its size alone, roughly comparable to the Grand Gallery, suggests intentional architecture. Some researchers speculate it could be related to an undiscovered burial chamber. Others believe it served a structural purpose during construction that we've simply never understood. The North Face Corridor, confirmed in 2023, already proved the scans can identify real, previously unknown spaces. That corridor was later visually confirmed with a small camera, the first time scan data led directly to a verified physical discovery inside the pyramid. Now extrapolate that precedent to the subsurface anomalies beneath the plateau, to the satellite-confirmed structures at Khafre, to the thermal signatures that match Houdin's ramp theory. Each one represents a potential discovery of historic magnitude, waiting behind stone and bureaucracy. The competing construction theories, external ramps, water-powered systems, internal spiraling passages, are no longer abstract debates. Scan data is providing testable, measurable evidence that can differentiate between them. For the first time, we might actually resolve a question that has persisted since antiquity: how were these structures actually built? But the clock is ticking in a different way than you'd expect. It's not that the pyramids are deteriorating. It's that the political and institutional window for non-invasive scanning access could narrow at any time. Permissions shift, administrations change. The coalition of physicists, engineers, and archaeologists that made ScanPyramids possible is not guaranteed to survive indefinitely. The greatest archaeological discoveries at Giza may still be ahead of us. The question is whether the world will let the technology finish what it started, or whether we'll let 4,500-year-old secrets stay buried because of 4-year-old politics. 1. Muon tomography and ground-penetrating radar have revealed confirmed voids, corridors, and anomalies inside and beneath the Giza pyramids that do not appear on any existing architectural map. This is verified, peer-reviewed science, not speculation. 2. The biggest barrier to the next phase of discovery is not technological, it's institutional, with bureaucratic gatekeeping and academic politics slowing access to the very structures the technology can now see inside without damage. 3. The Great Pyramid is not a solved mystery. The 2025 scans suggest we may be standing on the threshold of the most significant Egyptological discoveries in a century, if the science is allowed to continue. If you want to stay ahead of the stories rewriting what we thought we knew about history, science, and the future, subscribe now. Tomorrow, we're looking at a discovery that's forcing engineers to rethink something they've relied on for decades. You won't want to miss it.